Hello, my fellow Americans. My name is Jimmy, and I am your new President of the United States. The age of epicness begins now.
My name is Jimmy.
Saints Row 4 takes place 5 years after the third, or somewhere around that time. But not too far into the game, you become the President of the United States. It's no spoiler, it happens in the beginning of the game. They've mentioned this multiple times in the trailers, in the news. I mean, pretty much if you don't know it, you weren't keeping up with this game. But in the beginning, you're strutting around like the president, doing some presidential stuff. Your vice president, who is Keith David, asks you if you want to be the man who cured cancer or end world hunger. So no matter which one you choose, there's going to be this guy coming up at you disagreeing. You can either punch him in the face or hit him in the balls. I hit him in the balls because that's why I do when you get on my bad side. I kick you in the jimmies. But not too much later, you are invaded by this alien race called the Zen, which their leader, Zeniac, yeah, they all have Zen in their names, pretty much takes you to a virtual version of Steelport to break you. I guess he's taken that from Bane. I'm trying to break you. But while you're in the simulated version, you're having superpowers. Yeah, superpowers. But the downside on the superpowers is that you have super speed, so you have no reason to have a car. I mean, you're not that much into the game until you get unlimited sprinting, so you have no reason to use a car unless you're doing it for a mission or something like that. That's all. But there's also activities to fit your superpowers, which there is racing, there's stuff for your telekinesis, and there's these superpower fight clubs, which pretty much use a combination of all your powers. You're going like 4 rounds, 3 waves of enemies, and 1 specific enemy that you knew in the past if you've played all the Saints Row games. But that brings me to my next point. This game kind of appeals to both fans of Saints Row 2 and Saints Row the Third, because it brings stuff from the first 2 games. I mean, one being you get the return of Ben King, who is now voiced by Terry Crews. Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. And you see other characters from the past games that you killed. And you see small parts of old Stillwater. Which, no matter if you were into the second or third games, it kind of appeals to you. And also, this has some video game references. I mean, one is the relationship stuff, kind of doing a parody of it in this, the relationship stuff from Mass Effect 3. There's also, they're kind of doing a part where it's like Metal Gear Solid. There's actually a gun that looks like RoboCop gun. Yeah. Oh, and you can do more customization to your weapons than you could in the past. Like, you can actually change the physical appearance. I mean, some are pretty goofy. Like, you can make your rocket launcher look like a guitar case. You can make one of your guns look like a nail gun. I mean, it's kind of funny and cool at the same time. And just like the third, this has even more outrageous weapons, where you, of course, have the dubstep gun. You also have the inflator ray, which pretty much blows their head up until it explodes in a cartoony way. And there's even a bounce gun, which kind of, it bounces like a ball when you shoot it, even if you're shooting an enemy. And this has both side missions and your main missions, which the side missions are good because they unlock new stuff. It could be it could be a costume, it could be a new weapon, even your homies having superpowers, which some of them are just freaking funny. I could just give you a hint of what a couple of them look like. One looks like a character from Matrix, and one looks like a character from Mortal Kombat. Which, I mean, I think that's kind of cool, but I thought it was weird at first. But overall, I really did enjoy this game. This game was actually better than what I thought of, because this was actually originally going to be a DLC for the third, but they decided to cancel it and make it its own game, which that DLC was going to be called Enter the Dominatrix. But that's actually going to be a DLC for this game. It's going to have a DLC called Enter the Dominatrix. I hope, I'm thinking it's going to be a type of story DLC to kind of put in some more gameplay in this game. But like I said, overall, I really did enjoy this. It was better than what I was gonna think it was gonna be, because I'm really into these games. I would recommend it if you played any Saints Row game. I would recommend this to you. Maybe a little bit if you're a Grand Theft Auto fan, but you Grand Theft Auto fans, or other people that say this is the same, no, it's not. They're barely similar. Wow, it's an open world where you get guns. That's all. And make money. That's the only similarity. Now, what Grand Theft Auto where you your own character? No. I'm just bringing that out. But I would have to give the verdict a 4 out of 5. This is one of the better games of this year that I have played, but I have not played every single game this year. And plus, the year is not over yet. I mean, we still got Grand Theft Auto 5, Batman Arkham Origins, heck, we even have WWE 2K14. And I kind of want to check out that South Park Stick of Truth. But I will be doing more video game reviews. Maybe one for the Kingdom Hearts HD remake. And most likely for Grand Theft Auto 5. So, for more news and reviews on movies, video games, comic books, or more, you could go to bkbn.net and celebrate your nerdom in a big way. I'm Jimmy. Until next time, bye.